There are lots of highfalutin Negroes who walk with their back straight and have lots of pride because they are close to power. But then what happens is when somebody pulls the plug, they go, you. The toy just falls and goes to sleep. The power disappears. It's gone. So who are the truly powerful people in America? Nobody knows, but I can tell you this: wealth is the key to having that power. Generational wealth is the key to having real power and not pretend power. And the thing about generational wealth is that generational wealth requires generational sacrifice. Generational wealth requires generational commitment. Generational wealth requires a generational plan. So if your goal is to be black and powerful, dun dun dun, I'm black and I'm powerful. No, if you want to be powerful in society, and I'm talking about power in from, there's lots of types of power, by the way, but I'm talking about specifically in areas where having a couple dollars in your pocket can help you get something done. You got to make that long-term plan, and it's got to be a high priority, and you have to put yourself first. So you got to prioritize the plan and prioritize yourself. If you don't prioritize the plan and prioritize yourself, then ultimately the world will slap you around like a little bitch and laugh at you because you're playing checkers in a world full of chess. So make a plan. What is the plan? How do we get the power? How's that going to work? What are we going to do? What we doing, y'all? How are we making this happen? And it takes time. Unfortunately, it usually takes time. All right. So, a couple things I want to mention. One, don't forget, if you're not on the text list for the class, text the word morning to the number 87948, and I'll send you a notification to wake you up, let you know. We do this every morning, 7 days a week for those who are new. And we've been doing this for about 2 years now, I think. I think we're on our second year. I'm very proud. And actually, there's hundreds of these. Like, we've saved up all these trainings, and I put them all in the Black Business School. And I'll find it. One day I'll text out the link, and if you want to access them all, you can do that. So that's the first thing. Second thing I want to mention is that we're going to South Africa next year as a group in May. So if you have an interest in joining us on the trip to South Africa, we've gone to Egypt, which was just extraordinary, and then we went to Ghana last year or earlier this year. And so the next trip will be South Africa, and there's a couple others. We're going to do a domestic trip as well later on, but the big international trip will be South Africa. So if you'd like to go with us to South Africa, then you can text the word travel on your phone to the number 87948. So text travel to 87948, or if you want to just lock your spot in now, you can go to b1voyages.com. That's b1voyages.com. And so let me hop into something that I wanted to discuss also in terms of Motherland Needs a Black Business School. That's so true. Well, we did, while we were there, we did actually go visit um, a school that needed books and stuff. And I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if you're in here or not, but can you remind us, like next time we meet in the mastermind group, like what we did, like what happened with that? I remember we were there and they needed some books or something. There was like a little thing or a fence. They needed a fence. Yeah, we got to get that school the fence. So like I got to write that down. I'm gonna write the word fence down because let me tell you, we went to the school in Ghana and I asked the teacher, I said, "How can we help you?" And she said, well, we have the cars drive through the school, and sometimes the kids get hit by the cars. And I was like, oh hell no, we don't want the babies getting hit by a car. So we're gonna buy them a fence, and it wasn't that expensive. So I don't know if Althea's here now. Althea comes in. I know Jen's here also. Yeah, remind me about that fence because we gotta get those people a fence. I didn't even do it yet, and I feel bad about it, but we're gonna make that happen. All right.